righty. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Arlene. Let me let the doggy in. Okay. So, we are going to be working with a free digital. And this one comes to us from SnapDragon Digitals. And that link that I put in is a link to this exact piece. There's also some other things on there. You're going to see junk journal elements, shabby journal elements, and junk journal elements. They got a couple of different ones on there that are all free. They have quite a few free ones in the listing. But this is a 10-page vintage style junk journal paper set. 10 pages. That's quite a large give, you know. So when you're there, it is free, or you can put in an amount. So if you put in $1 or something like that, that goes directly back to the artist on this one, the graphic designer. And it would be cool to, if you can do that. Lots of other things there. Carla! Hello, Edna. Hello, good evening, Christine. So this is what we're going to be using tonight. And I thought that we could do like kind of a quick, easy little folio kind of thing. So this is 8.5, but you take a little bit off of each side for the border, and you're looking at like 8. So I'm thinking we could do this on an 8.5 by 11 if you wanted to. You could certainly do that, or we could use a sheet of 12 by 12. So let me see if I have any 12 by 12 in a normal color, like I don't know, something a little more normal, like a cream or something. $900 pieces of paper down there, but never the color I'm looking for, yellow. You could certainly use a file folder if you wanted to. If you have one of those, we could probably do this with a couple of envelopes. I think we'll go with this one. It's not quite cream. It's a little bit yellow. I don't think you guys are picking that up on the camera, but fighting sleep. Well, honey, if you need to rest, you go. You can't win when your body says it's time to sleep. When your body says sleep, you sleep. Okay, I'm going to use my scoreboard, but you can just, you can just do this by hand if you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and divide this into 3 sections. So I'm going to go at 4, and then 8 and a snudge, 1 click over. And then I want this to be 8 inches tall. So I'm going to go at 4 here. And I'm probably going to take some off of this. Probably going to take 1 inch off. So let's do that. Only because if I fold that up, it's going to be half that height. And that's kind of a ridiculous pocket. You know what I mean? So we're just going to take like 1 inch, which will give me a 3-inch pocket. Let's see what that looks like. We'll get rid of that. And if I don't like it, I can change my mind. You know what I mean? All right. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. else. Let's get this lined up straight. But why? Because straight is imperative when you're folding paper. Okay, there. And then this one, which is nice and straight. Okay. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. That's going to bring this up and make that a pocket. But this is not going to let us fold this, so I'm going to wedge. So I'm just going to, do the thing. Just a little bit. It's just a tiny little snip out from the edge to the fold. On both sides. Okay. There she blows. Okay. See? So now I can do a pocket here and a pocket here and a pocket here. And I think this one I'm actually going to do this way. Just seems like a fun idea. Okay. It's a little wonky at the top, so I'm just going to trim it a little bit. Just to get rid of the wonky. It's probably not the paper. It's probably the folder. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Patty Ann. All right. So we have our little piece here, a little pocket piece here. I put the pocket on the outside and then a piece here with a pocket. And you can do this any way you want. You don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to ink. Oh, I know. Scary, isn't it? She's inking. Get out of the way. All right. Inking, inking. I'm inking, I'm inking. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky. Inky dinky doo. Yes, I'm inking. Scary, but it's true. I know it's terrifying. I have an ink dauber and I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, I am going to put some notches in these, so let me do that now. You do you, boo, you know? You don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. You can do it any way you want. Although I am going to tell you that you want to do that little thing with the scoreboard. Give yourself an 8. Just makes it easier to fold so you're not rubbing. You know, it's a chafing thing. Women with fat thighs understand that. No chafing. Okay, now I have to get those. Oh, I hate doing these. You have to fold it the other way, and I don't like it. Okay, and then we'll do this one. And then I'm going to turn it over and ink the other side. All right, so we got that side done. And now, ta-da, we're going to do this side. Oh, yeah, I love it. It's my favorite thing. Oh, yeah, just, it makes me so happy. You know, having to ink things. Why can't the paper just come with, you know, like when we fold it, why can't it just mysteriously and magically ink itself? You know, like where you put the crease, it just gets darker. That would be great. Somebody can invent that paper. That would be fabulous. Of course, nobody will, because that would make life easier. But you know what? Truthfully, nobody would invent that because, you know, then they couldn't sell ink anymore. And people would be like, that paper doesn't ink in the color that I like. Because nobody's ever happy, let's be honest. Nobody's ever happy. No matter what you do. Okay, this one. I think this is the last one. All right, so this is just a piece of cream colored 11 by 12 paper. I know, it would be messy, messy paper. Could you imagine, like, if the paper did self-ink and you accidentally put a score line in the wrong place? Or, you know, when you sometimes when you're scoring it, like, bumps over or something. Could you just imagine, like, all of the lines that would be on your paper? Especially if you were rushing. But then again, you know, we'd throw out a lot of paper. That's wasteful. Okay. So basically what I have here is this one, and then that's why I did that little 1/8 of an inch when I did the original. So this will come over like this, and then we'll have like a little closure of some kind on here. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what we're doing. We're just doing it, you know? I'm kind of busting through. Okay. So now I have all this wonderful paper, and I can choose what I want to use on here. So what do I want on the front? That's a question. Right? This is that felt paper, so it doesn't come apart easy. It gets kind of all jammed up. What piece do I want on the front? Maybe this. All right, let's do that. Let's start with that piece. All right, paper trimmer. Let's go right there. Whoop. We'll save it. We'll save it. We're never going to get rid of anything. And so, okay, so all of these are going to be different sizes. This one is actually 3 7/8 because we did that extra 1/8. This one is 4, but this back one is going to be 4 1/8. Okay, does that make sense? Because you took an 1/8 away from here and added it to the back. So I need this to be 3 5/8. So we're going to turn this around. We're going to go to 3 5/8. For anybody that's counting, that is 1 tick past 3 1/2. Okay, I'm going to cut this bottom piece off. I don't know how tall this is. This is 8 inches tall, I think is what we made this. Yes, we made it 8 inches tall. So we want it to be 7 3/4. And it is 8 1/4. So we're going to take a 1/2 inch off this top part, which happens to be this metal piece right here. Doop. Hey, that's kind of cool. It's like a signature. I think I'm going to keep that. I know it's a little tiny piece, but you know, you get excited, you know? All right, so this one's going to go on here. So I'm going to ink it and glue it down. You ate eggs and had either egg burps or egg farts all day. You walk into a sulfurious cloud. Oh my God. What idiot thought that was a good idea? I'm going to round these a little bit. Seriously, like what idiot thought that that would be a good idea? Not that, you know, I'm saying anybody's an idiot, but you're not public facing, are you?
Meow. What meow? Meow meow. What? What?
Yeah, glitter and fussy cutting make me crazy. Just crazy happy. Uh-huh. More like crazy straitjacket. Actually, I've kind of developed a thought process on like crazy, going crazy doing fussy cuts. Just do it and get it over with, Like, I don't like it. It is not my favorite thing. It's like inking. It gets all over my hands. Doesn't make me overly happy. As far as I'm concerned, it really doesn't do a whole lot to enhance the project. But, it's got to be done. Oh, I'm sorry. Edna, it's a piece of 12 by 12, and it is 12 by 11. And then I scored it at 3 and 8 1/8. Excuse me, I'm sorry, 4 and 8 1/8. Okay, so this is 4 1/8, and your top piece is only going to be 3 7/8. And then turned it and 3 inches for the pockets. I hope that made sense. It's called felt paper. Yes, it is beautiful paper. I love this. Oh, actually, I printed this on it too. You just like to fondle your paper, I'm just going to sit here and fondle my paper. Thank you. And they call it that because it has a felt-like finish. And I personally think it's somewhere between handmade paper and regular copy paper. Oh, you should see this stuff when it's tea-dyed. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. But I only do as many sheets as I need for that because what I have is what I have, All right. So I just gave myself the very tiniest of borders on this. Hey, Vanessa. You pet the paper, pet the paper. Oh. Yeah, the kid is worth it just to pet the paper. Yeah, it is. It is. When you can get it. And this comes from, I bought, I don't know, I think it was like 3 or 4 reams of it. I found it in a thrift store. And Amy was with me, and I'm like throwing them in the cart. And she's like, what the hell? And I said, it's felt paper. She went, what? We got home. I handed her a piece of it. She went, oh my God. Ooh. And that place went, the manufacturer there went out of business. And so it's like really expensive to get now because I think there's only like one paper producer that makes it. All right. So I have a front cover. And now I have to put stuff, throughout the rest of this. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the price of it. And I think I have, yeah, I do. I have two of the quarterly kits left. And like literally, if you don't get it now, I'm not going to get it mailed to you in time. That's kind of the way it is. So you have to be careful. If you're going to get this kit, you should do it. Now, what am I going to put here? I want something that has a lot of decoration at the top. But it doesn't have to be overpowering, Oh, we could do this one, you know, like this. That would be nice. All right, we're going to do this one. Because I don't want to do, you know, samey. I don't want to do this right on the inside. Although it is totally different, to be honest. When you look at it, you know, that looks totally different. But, no, we're going to do this one. Because I already decided. I could go back on my decision. Yeah. You know, I went out today because, ooh, maybe this one. Ooh, maybe this one. I'm going to do this one instead. I went out today because I realized, Els, you don't have any freaking fabric. Why? Because I lost it all in the fire. So I was like, crap, I'm going to have to go out and buy, you know, something to cover the book that we're working on. And so I went to Hobby Lobby. That was a huge mistake. Because Hobby Lobby doesn't have, you know, any contracts for, Harry, for, you know, like Disney papers and stuff. They don't have any of that. So there's like no, like they have Winnie the Pooh. That's like it. Okay. And I was like, son of a, I don't want to bring out the big cutter. That is 8. So we do 7 3/4. So 1/2 inch and a smudge. Take that off. It's a 1/2 inch. Take that off and then give it a 1/2 inch. Let's see. I don't care if it's shorter because it's going to be in the pocket, but okay, I need to take a little bit more off. We'll take that off the bottom. There, that'll work. Okay. So I ended up going over to Joann's. Now, to be honest, I'm very lucky where I live because my Michael's is a 1/2 mile from Joann's, and Joann's is like 200 feet from Hobby Snobby. Oh my God, I can't even believe that. You're right. He's almost a year old. Oh, God, it flies, I'm telling you. It goes so fast. My firstborn grandchild is getting a job. What the hell? How did this happen? You know, she was just a cute little kid. Now she's wearing fake eyelashes and getting a job. And she has opinions that I didn't give her. What the hell? When did this happen? Oh, cool. Well, I didn't give her permission. I did not give that child permission to grow up. And she's mine. Her mother gave her to me the day she was born. She went, there, I did that for you. It's all yours. And I went, Then my granddaughter reached into my chest, grabbed my heart, threw half of it into her chest, and that was it. Kind of the same way she knew how to push the pin for her Pop-Pop's debit card by the time she was 2.5. Ugh. All right, so we're going to put this on here. There. Oh, that's good. I like it. I like it. I know. Their bones start to grow, then they grow, and then they get older, and then they get sassy. Like, sassy. Then you want to strangle them. And you can't. Because how are you going to pass that off as, crib death when they're 14? You know what I mean? Let me use this piece on my pocket. Horrible. It's horrible, I tell you. Horrible. All right. So this one goes from 3 7/8 to 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut a piece that is 3 5/8 by 2 5/8. So 3 5/8. By, what did we say? 2 and what? My brain is like a sieve. 2 5/8. It is. It's a sieve. I'm telling you. I can't remember crap anymore. Of course he's going to be Harry Potter. I'll tell you what, that movie came out just in the nick of time for me, because it came out when my son was little and my son had to wear glasses. But he was cool because, he was Harry Potter. I want to trim this to match the angle. Scissors. No, my older son, Tyler.
What?
My oldest one. Little booger snot. Not big braid boy. All right. Now I'm going to ink this and put it on here. And I have to. I'm going to round the corners at the bottom at least. Yeah. So I just put that there and just drew that line because this has been, angled in a little bit. And so then I can glue this down and it has the same kind of angle because I'm weird when it doesn't. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to put this down just like that. And then I'll take that piece back out. Come out of there. It doesn't want to come out. Okay. I'm going to have to go back over here because I missed a little piece. There we go. Okay. Now I can re-ink that. There we go. And now I can stick this down. But I'm only going to put the one side down because that's angled, And it would look silly if I put it down. So I'm just going to put it down on one side, okay? Ow, Harry, that was my leg. I had pants on today and I had to take them off. I had to put on a skirt. I hate autocorrect. When I'm really mad, autocorrect makes me sound like an idiot. All right, so now we need one for here. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to use this one in there. I'm serious. Like, I'm talking to my daughter and I'm just indignant about something. And I'm like, son of a... And she gets a text that's like, I'm going to the beach. And I'm like, what the hell? She's like, Mom. Yes, speech to text. Oh, there's one for you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the back part, and it is 4 1/8. So we're going to do this at 3 7/8 across. Fearless, just chop it. All right, 3 7/8. And then I'm going to get rid of this little piece at the top. And we're going to get rid of a little bit at the bottom. And because, like, again, it doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way down because, doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way down because you're going to have to pocket. You just want to make sure that this is lined up with that, and that you have equal spacing on both sides. So let's round corners and ink this puppy. I'm not even going to round the bottom corners. I don't need to because they're going to be underneath. A nice lady on my phone because she sent multiple long rambling texts per day using voice to text without editing. I do not have the time to decipher that crap. I know. I have somebody that does that. They send me the voice to text stuff, like not the voice to text, but they send me text messages that are voice recordings. And I love you to death, but I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Just type in there whatever it is. Because I don't know, for me, it's it's easier for me to look at it, at the written word, and go, okay, that's what they wanted, than to sit through you explaining it. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see. So that looks pretty good. Drop that pen. Nope, not the dumb butt whisperer. I don't want to hear that stuff. And then I used to get really mad at my kids because my kids, and by my kids, I'm talking about my two sets, the oldest and the youngest. The middle ones, not so much. But the oldest set and the youngest set, they what? You can't talk to your mother anymore? They would do things like birthday parties. They would send out this thing on Facebook. And it wasn't an invitation. It's an announcement. So-and-so's having a birthday. Okay, great. Fantastic. But I don't read that crap. So you're sending me a birthday announcement for my grandchild that I'm never going to see because you sent it via Facebook events. And I look at that stuff and go, I ain't dealing with it, All right. This one right here. This one is, we're going to go 3. Uh, 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. 3 3/4. And then I'd be like, what do you mean you had a birthday party for my grandchild? And I didn't get an invitation. Well, I put it on the thing. Send me a freaking invitation. Call me. Tell me. Tell me when and where, Drive me crazy with that stuff. Well, I sent the thing on the event. No, you didn't. You did not. Ugh. Smartphone, was clueless on how to use it. He was swipe. She posted Virginia trip pics on Facebook. Swipe put my beautiful. Oh! Oh, no.
Yeah, it got windy all of a sudden out there.
Oh. Okay, we're inking, rounding bottom corners. You don't have to ink. You don't have to round bottom corners. You do you, boo, Are you still with us, Edna? Haven't heard from you in a minute. Okay. So now I'm going to glue this one down. And then we'll punch that piece back out again. Okay, right there. Yes, yes, right there. Okay. I'm going to punch this out, and then we can... ink. Well, hello, Teresa. Welcome and welcome. Okay. So this one, I'm going to glue it down on both sides, but I want to give it a little bit of zhuzh. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little brads in here, like right here and here. And then when I cover the back, you won't see it, you know. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's glue these sides down. You guys can do what you want. You know that. We're just playing. This is a play date. Translation, I didn't know what I was doing, so we just do it, you know? One of these days, we're all going to be that old lady. Okay, let me see. If I have... I don't want colored ones. Yeah, no colored ones. We want plain, boring, metallic ones. Ooh, you know what I could do? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let me see. You know what I need? I need like a box that holds all of these, so that I don't have to dig through them. You know? Let me see. Looking for the right pieces, you know? What for do I want to use? I don't know, but I think I want to put brads here. I'm just not sure. Let me see. I am indecisive. Well, I'm always indecisive. What can I say? La-di-da-da. No, I don't want to do those. I could do tats. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna do I think we'll do these square ones. That'll be cool, right? It's different. Okay. So we'll do these. They have very short posts. So I know this isn't my pokey thing, but it'll work. I need my awl. Okay. I think if you use a voice program that's used to your voice patterns, it's okay. Like Dragon Speak or something like that, that like learns your voice patterns. So I already glued that down, but I'm just putting these on for looks, and I'll cover them on the other side. And I'm just using the back of the awl to help me press it down to get it as flat as possible. And I do have this extra piece that I cut off of here. So if I really want to kind of protect that, I could just, so it doesn't wear through, I could just kind of glue that down over it. Because the paper's going to come just over it. So I think we're going to glue these on just to give it a little extra protection. Or we could just throw that down on the paper there. That always works too, And that's just to keep it from wearing through. Of course, you can skip this part if you don't want to do it. You do you. It's be honest. This whole crafting with me thing is just for us to get together in the evening and shoot the crap.
I apologize. You were breaking up. Dad, when you came in and didn't quite catch your name.
Good. I love this printable. It's gorgeous, right? And there's plenty of other things like this. One of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about. Let me find it real quick.
So it's always fun and interesting, So hey, I got your internal ticket number WMS 521405
And we'll find it. It's here.
Yeah, basically at this point, it looks like it's been assigned to my knock, and it's pending them and their review of this. I do see where you guys already sent over OTDRs and all that fun stuff for this dark fiber. We're just pending them to grab the ticket. They must be swamped or something.
Let me do this because it's easier for me to find it this way. Okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it. So
so it's called Giggle Glitter Graphics, and it is YouTube.
Yes, this is listed as critical.
Oh, I got to tell you, and I use my Sidekick all the time. It is constantly. I used it today
I'll set this out for an hour
because I had to make these little things, and that die fits through there, so I can just cut sheets of 12 by 12 to 3 inches, slap it on there, and run them through. I make 100 of those things in like 2 minutes. Okay, so that's the second piece. Now the measurement on this one is even different because we took that little bit off. So this one is 4 inches. So 3 3/4 is going to get us across, and as long as it's 6 inches long, the pocket will well, no, this one is going to, because the pocket goes this way. So we're going to have to cover this whole thing. Well, fine. See how he is? He buys ice cream for you and doesn't get any for us. Okay, so I have to cover this piece. So I'm going to find something to cover it with. What do we want to cover it with? Le Bergeron. I think we'll do that. So this one actually does have to have, the right length and width. So this one is going to be 3 3/4 across. I might have to actually get out a real cutter. Shush. All right, 3 3/4. He's so snarky. All right, 3 3/4. Let's get a real cutter real quick so that I can. Okay, and this is 8. So we want to go 7 3/4. All righty. And then rounding corners. I'm hoping that I cut this the right size. If I didn't, that's okay. This is a free pack, and there's a lot of pieces, so I can just get another one. Let's take a look. How did we do? We did fabulous. Fabulous.
Yay.
Oh, okay. If he bought it for Valentine's, then we're going to forgive him for not, getting us all an ice cream. I don't do Valentine's. This morning, hubby came over and he's like, "Happy Commercial Romance Day."
I did not say that. That's not at all what I said.
What did you say, my darling?
I said, happy fake holiday.
Hallmark holiday.
Happy Hallmark holiday. Is what I said. Happy Hallmark holiday.
He's running away. Out the door. He's going out to check because it's windy as all get out there right now. I think that doing journals is one of those things where you're like, you kind of go through phases, like where you want to do them and you're real into it and you do them, and then you like have this period where you go through and go, I'm just not going to. I'm just not feeling it. It's not there. All right, so we have that one. Ooh. This one and this one. We have to remember on this one with the extra pieces on it, we're going to put something here to close this. I don't know if we're just going to, like wrap something around to close it because it doesn't really have any thickness to it. So we'll see when we get there. But we've got the front cover and we've got the 3 inside panels and 2 of the pockets done. So we still have 2 to do, which is this one in the pocket. And then this is the back one. And if we're going to use ribbon, we're going to want to, put that in there. No Hallmark card. Yay! Well, my grandmother passed away on Valentine's Day. She was born on Valentine's Day. So I just don't see any reason to celebrate, you know? All right, so we're back to this panel here, which is the 4-inch panel, because this is the one we just did on the other side. So this is the 4-inch one. So we're going to go 3 3/4 for it in the width. And it's 8 inches tall, so 7 3/4, or, you know, thereabouts. It could be that short, for crying out loud, as long as it's under the thing. Michelle, did you fall asleep on me, babe? No sleeping. You have to watch her. She conks out. This is one of those things where you're either going to use what's in the middle, and you don't want to use what's on the sides, because if you use what's on the sides, then you're just going to have that little bit of a leaf, you know? So either use this on something where you've got a big spread. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. I'm going to use this one. So we're going to use this one. Oh, what the hell? We got the big cutter. Let's just do this. All right. Feeding the dog. Okay. All right. So 3 3/4. More like the dog just stole her lunch for dinner. Her dog's a horse. Big old horse. Oh, okay. Just making sure that it's over 7 inches. I didn't say that. Nobody heard that. I only need to round the top corners because that's the only part that's going to show, because this is going to have a pocket. Okay. Let's take a look. Fabu. Fabu, Fabu, Fabu.
That's like when Mike told me, oh yeah, I only just went into a fire, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, Mike did that.
Yes, last week.
There's no sense of worrying about it until something pops up and goes wrong, because I've already done it. So.
Well, welcome to, you know, insanity.
Yes, my garage fire got under control quickly before the fire department showed up.
That's really good.
In that case is why you always stay hydrated.
I don't know.
When did this happen?
Last Thursday, 1 hour before shift, as I had just gotten a phone call, my roommate said, there's smoke in the hallway. They went out and said, there's fire in the garage. I ran out there, and I had put my customer on hold saying, I need to research something. And I didn't quite get back to them in time.
I mean, you're a real champion of the brand here.
Needs more ink. Okay, we're going to glue this one down. So now he's on the phone with his teammates, and he has not, none of them know what
I
has
wasn't
happened.
sure as to the extent of the emergency at that point in time. I figured 5 minutes I'd be back, okay? You know. The band's also, folks.
Crazy.
Straight up, that's what you do. Sorry, I have to interrupt. My house is on fire.
Literally.
Go into UET and just, yeah, I'm gonna need a segment. Why? My house was on fire. Or you know what? PC lamp. If you don't solve it, then
They're all giving him
there's
crap.
a PC for you to land too.
That's correct.
Yes, he does.
What?
He has a voice for radio. That's what he always says. All right, so we need a pocket for this one. Now, this one is cut flush on this side, but it's a little bit gapped on this side because it was originally part of this pocket.
They removed the, what was
So-
it, just plain aux off the auxiliary? like, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago?
So I need a pocket.
Good odds like that.
Can come from any part of this, really, you know.
Medical.
But I want a pocket. That's not.
No,
No.
they all got their phone. Not a big deal. Hey, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna do the bottom of this one.
You put yourself an ox log out.
Okay, where's my ruler? Here it is. Craft Trolls, run away with it. All right, so this has 1/8 of an inch difference between the top and the bottom. So we're gonna go at 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4 across.
No,
We're gonna get rid of
I wouldn't bother you guys with it.
that part.
They trudge through tier 1.
No, you see, Dylan, I'd refer you to my son and have you hit him up.
And then 3 3/4
He's a
there.
resident
And then
I mean, knock on wood. I've
There.
never-
And then what is our height?
outages we've had.
Somebody, anybody remember? It's 3 inches, right? So 2 3/4. I'm just gonna cut this part.
So you
Happy Valentine's Day.
I called the doctor today for Hubbard, and the girl said, "Happy Valentine's Day." And I was like, "Oh my God."
All right, so some process reminder, the CD order confirmation reminder that additional market launch CD order confirmation on February 5th to enhance the customer experience. Use first built prices and more closely aligned with residential order confirmation expectations for CD broadband. So
We're just gonna get that little angle. Okay.
And then we have voice enablement.
Poison.
Enablement of 4-3-3-2
Inking, corner rounding.
file beginning on the 10th of this month. The troubleshooting process is the same. The reboot will also take on the internet during the reboot. Viewers are stacked. There's up to 16 lines. And then when a customer subscribes to VMGR critical lines, a backup battery is installed. Critical lines are only used on ports 1 and 2. If the customer has 4 critical lines, there will be a 2 4 3 3 2 installed.
Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna glue this one down. And I left that sit for long. Oh, there we go. See, I don't know what is up with this thing. Like sometimes I put it down and it clogs up. Sometimes I'm using it and it clogs up. Then sometimes I put it down and it's fine. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna find center right about there. I like it. Got the right angle.
We're
gonna snip this out.
Phase 2 is happening where they're launching on, they've already launched on the residential side, cover 2023. They're expanding the scope to TV now. TV, either on national accounts, WI variable, managed.
Okay, so we're gonna glue this pocket down.
IPC Pro, SIP looking to the CDA 4004. If you have any questions or need to phone Jack, you still have your hand up. Yep.
What the hell is that for? Coordinated insurance, this is one thing, it's the modem. Is it?
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about that real quick.
But you've been gone.
Um,
I know.
if you would like me to make you a journal, what I need you to do is put whatever the style is or theme or whatever it is that you know, if you want one that's horses, put it on there. If you want a vintage journal, put vintage. If you want something, just no Edith Holden. Seriously, if I pull it out, it says Edith Holden, I'm going to tear it in half and pick a new one, okay? But whatever it is that you want, put that on there and then put your name. Do not put anything on the outside of the envelope. Send me a regular letter size envelope. As soon as I get it, I'm going to black out the cancellation on the stamp so that I don't know what state it came from even. And then I will make you your choice of either a hardcover 3 signature journal or a traveler's notebook. It's your choice.
I know.
I don't know. They look standalone, but it doesn't say that they have them in the router.
Yeah. This is just easy pay, and you guys ever do
Oh yeah, no AI. No, it's just me and the cat.
There's a new wireless.
All right, so we are going to put some kind of closure on this. Now, I don't know if we're going to put, we have a couple of options. Let's talk about them. One, I could just put a hole here and just put in enough, ribbon to go around it and tie it. Or we could put ribbon through the back. It's entirely up to you. We could just put paper clip on there to close it, right there. So don't feel like you have to do, what I do. I think maybe we'll just do a simple tie closure with a an eyelet right here kind of thing. It's simple. It's easy. We'll do that. Or we can put a piece through the back. Let's put a piece through the back. We'll get Arlene's box down and let's take a look and see what we got. Shall we? For anybody who's new in the room, Arlene's box is my fiber. Well, not fiber. It's my my trim box where I keep like all of my seam binding and hem tape and all that stuff. And if I die before Arlene, she inherits it.
Let me double check on more with date. Let's see what we can.
My husband has very specific instructions to mail this to her.
Big enough, it probably will.
Okay. What do we want to use? I don't think seam. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think this I think is what we want. And since we're using vintage paper, how about a piece of antique? Should we use antique? Vintage stuff?
True.
Let's see.
Yes, Jack.
That one or the more yellow one?
It is true. If it's the type you have, always check.
I think the more yellow one.
Whether ticket has been created. If it was not created by the previous agent, it is your responsibility to create it. This is very important.
Okay.
Reporting purposes and to properly build records. Matt.
True. Also make the ticket even if you don't have a number.
I had to order 50 of those white sponges.
All right, next one.
You know the ones. The magic erase sponges. Because it is the only thing that is getting the soot off the ceiling.
Verify the accountant before making any changes. Verify the compliance is the AE when the accountant can verify. Advise the accountant so that you cannot assist them and tell them the client has to call it properly. CP&I to make changes.
All of the above.
No.
Is C, it option C, are you functions the customer directly?
But I don't think you have D.
I mean, if they ignore the C, it's not.
So yeah.
You would want to talk to.
All right, so we're gonna put this on here, and I want it to be, this way.
Yeah.
Oh, they have C.
So it could be.
Because I want the tie to be kind of over here.
They have that phone.
So
I've got it.
I'm gonna get a piece of double-sided tape, and I'm just gonna put a little piece there,
There, so what do you think they are?
doop, just to hold that in place
Probably. I think the right answer is D, but I.
while I'm,
If they message me on Teams. I mean,
messing with it.
other stuff like that would have other things with. But I would say D.
And the answer is actually B and C. You can verify the account manager via Teams before making any changes, or if you are unable to verify the manager via Teams, you can ask if the client is an authorized user and can verify them. So, verify the account manager.
There.
Make sure they're actually who they say they are. And or
Yeah.
the customer is well
So-
authorized and can verify.
I have
Had
a
some issues with PCI
I have a
and
2.5 car garage.
followed properly lately. We gotta
Okay.
make sure that we are following it. Yes,
The half
yes,
car
yes.
can actually be made into another room in this floor plan for our house. And I had all of my stuff. We had like a wall of shelves, my husband had a workshop in the front, and then in the back, I had all of my stuff for my shop and all my excess crafting supplies and everything. And right there in the corner of my area, my warehouse where I keep my stuff, boom, boom, fire.
We prefer, yeah, if you done with the other
Fabulous.
information as well, but yeah, if you.
All right, I think this is the one that is 4 1/8.
Yeah. Make sure you're at.
It is. So this one is going to be 3 7/8, and I've got to figure out what paper I'm using. I have a few pieces left.
Any questions before we move on?
I mean, I can use one of those too. No big deal. Maybe this one. I like this one.
No, maybe that.
I'm going to use this one or that one. No, this
Oh,
one.
that's okay.
This one. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I lost. It's where I keep all my craft stuff. So I lost quilts, and I lost a lot of paper stuff. Yeah, not fun. Bless her heart, Janie, trucker Janie. She found out, and she was like taking pictures of her fabric, and she's like, anything you want, you can have anything you want. I'm like, no, I'm fine. No, I don't want to do that.
Well, it's 2 employees, so that's they already have. My girlfriend already has her.
So, bless her heart.
No. You just use one account.
And I ain't from the South, so I really mean that. That is not wide enough. I need it to be wider. All right, so let's find another piece. This one, okay. I don't know why I cut that so narrow.
He took the money.
Yeah, he took the money.
That's all.
What?
All the room. You stored the cost. Now we did.
Let me get rid of this, and then I can do the measuring, because I can't measure until I get rid of that.
I've lived with him for like 5 years. Since like, I don't know, like.
You and him were my favorite tag team. Oh my God.
All right, now we're going to get rid of this part.
Yeah, you did. It was crazy. It was in the park about it.
Let's see, was the height right? Did I have the height right?
Just because we're in the
Yes.
Yeah, we've been waiting exclusively for you.
the return of Apple.
Right here.
Okay.
He saved their Apple just for you.
I didn't use the Rackle the whole time. I used not the palette.
Yes, she's an amazing woman, and she's made it her personal crusade in the world to make sure that I have this candle that I love, that I have a hard time finding. And so whenever she finds it, she sends it to me. I love the smell of it, and it's just, it relaxes me, and it helps me to chill out. And she sends it to me. She's like, I found your candle.
I am.
Thank God she tells me, because, you know, if it gets put in my mailbox, like 9 months out of the year, it's a mess when I open it up. Oh, that's the curse of living in Vegas, you know? You live 20 miles from Death Valley. It's kind of hot here. It's hot. It's a whole new experience of hot. Let's put it that way.
And then one for February, so altogether 5 this month. If you can do that, it'd be great. I want to see you guys praising each other again. And then,
All right.
what
So that's going on there. So let's get glue on this puppy.
Apparently, someone decided to leave me for about 4 months and never came back.
I think that.
You don't understand how.
Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to sit down yet and go through those, Carla. But yeah, we were all out there when we were cleaning up what they pulled out, you know. We were all out there, like, if it looked metallic and it looked like it could have been a bolt or something, or a hose or anything, we were grabbing it and putting it in a bin for him, because some of those parts, I mean, he spent like $3-4 a bolt for some of the bolts, you know, And they weren't in the fire per se, but the firefighters, threw them out when they were pulling stuff out of the
Are you gonna say
garage.
more that if one of us wins that, we get an extra 10? Because I mean, I figure if we all did it, we all get 10 apiece. I don't know how much we get.
We shall see.
Okay. So now, if you want to do like corner pockets or something on it, you can do that as well. But now I've got a little tie that goes there. Let me open this up. We've got a pocket and a pocket, and then a pocket, and then we have a nice big piece here. And, now we're going to decorate. So let me get all these scraps picked up. But, if you want to put like another kind of pocket, like a slot pocket or a slash pocket or something on there, you know what I always say? Be brave, ladies. Do it. Be brave. So I have a whole lot of the kit left. So, it was a lot of paper for producing something that's, this is workable. This is usable. I can put this in a journal. So kind of cool. So let's decorate this puppy, shall we? We'll get some of Fathead stuff out. Why? Because it jumped out at.
All right. How many Valentine's Day cards are bought covered every year?
None, because I hate
26,890, 900, 144 million, 617.
Too many.
144 million.
Based on the day.
It's a lot. Darren Cleaning, followed by Mike, then W, then Dope, then #Dave_Atkinson.
Derek Jensen.
Or Paul. Candy hearts were not always perfect.
I hate this stuff. I do.
Any hearts, I hope it's false. Come on.
They were not always heart shaped.
They were retired.
Oh,
Ugh. You know what? I'm just going to put that in a happy mail. I hate that stuff.
Brain center of memory, the center organized body.
Oh, nothing. No.
I mean,
Literally what I lost for the vast, like, what I lost was inventory in my store and like my personal quilt that because I'm a quilter and I made, which are probably going to be the last quilts I make for my grandkids. And I had like 3 of the quilt tops done, and the rest of them were like, I had the fabrics together. I lost that whole bin, so the quilt tops are gone. The Christmas quilt I was working on, that one's gone. All of the fabrics and stuff, those are all gone. So, also I lost all my fibers. So what I have left in the shop is all the fibers we have, guys. That is a 3-year collection of fibers. It took me 3 years to get that collection. I think I still have Mermaid, Fairy Forest, and the Midnight. I think those are the 3 that I did save. And I'll just start again. That's all on those. Maybe it's the universe's way of telling me not to sell fiber packs. I don't know. But I appreciate it. But really, I'm not out anything that, that can be replaced.
Chicken wings.
Oreos. Oh, Danny, you're right.
Where am I? Where are you?
Where's my Oreo?
Take money.
No, because my husband does that. Every 6 months, he goes in there and takes all of my stuff on my wish list and he buys it. Because my birthday's in June, so he buys it for Christmas and he buys it for my birthday every 6 months. He's just like, buy it. So I just put stuff on there that I want him to buy me. But seriously, I love you guys and I appreciate the offers, but I'm looking at it this way. This is the universe's way of telling me I need to cut back. I mean, come on. I have 7 sewing machines. That's a bit much for anybody. Yes. Okay. So I make costumes. and I do quilts, and I sew on paper. So that makes sense to have 3 machines. But then I have an embroidery machine. Okay, that kind of makes sense. And I have a serger. That makes sense. But that's only 5. The other machines are, superfluous. Yeah, not too many. And, I didn't lose any washi tape. Hang around long enough, you'll understand that joke. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm gonna go with the one that says,
Just California.
it's great. You have clouds.
Yeah, I have one for every day. It started off, my mom bought me a sewing machine many, many, many years ago because I sewed a quilt by hand. My mom was like, oh, that's not going to work. You need a sewing machine. And I was like, okay. So she bought me a sewing machine, but the one that she bought me was an older Kenmore that can sew through like 6 layers of denim. It sews leather. It is ridiculous. And so I had that. And then I was like, this is just a ridiculous machine. Let me get something smaller. So I got something smaller. And the problem was that I kind of got a little bit addicted to them. Because then, my mom was like, well, yeah, okay, you got a smaller one, but you need a quilting machine. So she bought me a quilting machine. And so then I had a quilting machine. And then it was like, well, if you're doing garments and stuff, you should probably have a serger. So I got a serger.
In a heart on their sleeve, on a heart in their wallet, and a heart on their chest, on a heart in their
That's a really good question. I'm gonna go elephant peen.
So I somehow just managed to end up with way too many sewing machines.
My mind.
I bought one because it was on sale.
maybe.
I got the KitchenAid, so
You already bought it?
I inherited one from somebody.
I'm gonna make the price go back up again.
They bought it, didn't like it. So they were like, here, you can have it. And I was like, okay, fine. Thank you.
Who is Dell?
Okay, we're going to put this on here. I don't know why. I want to put this on here.
Okay. Who is Dave?
And this is a washy one, so it doesn't have any gloss to it. This is the sticky side.
All right, so you find to get your coin. Okay. So, like I said, 5 right here.
So
Each one of you.
I'm
4.
kind of taking it that this is the universe's way of telling me,
No zero.
pick something and stick with it, fat lady.
It's the juniper colorway.
All right, I'll talk to you later. If you think I'm here, let me know.
All right, I'll hit this one.
Later. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, these are washi. I always try when I'm getting them for the shop, especially. I always try to get the washi stickers because I don't like that glossy stuff either. You know what this needs? Let me see if I have. I know I do. I just gotta find it. This needs like like a piece of parchment, you know? Let's use this one. I'm going to put some ink on it though. Yeah, so I always try to get the ones that don't have the white around the edges if I possibly can when I order them in for the shop. And I always try to get the washi stickers if they're available. They went to these PVC ones and I hate them. I really do. I hate those stickers. Like, I think that stickers are a good way of adding to a project, you know, easy decor kind of thing. But I do not like when they're that shiny stuff. I hate that. This needs a tad bit of color though. You know? Maybe this one. Let me get my scissors here. We're going to take a look at this one. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Yeah, you know, you inherit these things. I totally feel you. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. Oh, I love rub-ons. I don't know why they ever went out of fashion, to be honest. They're so much better than stickers. I didn't lose anything that was in the filing cabinets, too. That's another thing that's good. Because they're fireproof and smoke-proof. So all of that stuff is still out there. Yay! Slow and easy. There we go. Ah, love it. All right. I like this. I'm not finding a spot for it though, you know, like it doesn't. There we go. Right there. Sometimes you just have to play with it until you find the right spot. Oh, the 50? Yeah, we did that 50 card last year. Oh my God. Every week. This year's challenge, we're doing, it's once a month, but it's a get outside your comfort zone. This year, you have to choose or use both. It's up to you. 2 items. One is a standard, everyday, we use these all the time kind of craft item. And then the other one is something you may not always use. All right, so we're there. What are we going to do? We need I need a taggy. Let me get my tag bin down. Let's take a look and see what we got. So we have a lot of stuff here to choose from. We have this, which I think would be a cute journaling card, you know. I just don't know where I want to put it. Maybe in this one. We have these too that we can take this part off. and put them in. That one's, I don't know. Oh, I like this one. You know, we'll cover the back, box the corners, put a different word chip on it. We're good. Okay, so that's one. These are kind of deep pockets, so we need some, like, you know. We need taller tags. So let's see what we've got. Ooh. Ooh, that's going to be fun. We're going to do that one. Okay. Let me see if I have one that's backed. I could have one that's already backed, and then we'll use that. I do. Okay. Oh, how convenient. It's like practically the same color. It's like a greeny shade. What else? Ooh, we have this one. No, that's way too much. We do have these. We could do some of these too. Let's do one of those, and maybe one of those. Okay. Yeah. So we got like a journal card and like 3 tags. That'll work. For journals and stuff, I do commissions. Yes. My shop is a little iffy right now because it was offline for about 4 or 5 days because of the fire. So, but I do commissions. It just, you know, it depends on what you want. And then you kind of have to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, tell me what you want. Like, I want an equestrian journal. Okay, fantastic. But I don't want cowboys. Okay, that's it. Then let me go. Oh yeah, there's some, but here's the thing. Let me tell you. Okay, so here's the thing, Teresa. Crafter Square, which is the Dollar Tree brand, they buy their stuff from the exact same places as like Little Birdie Crafts, and I've seen EK Tool stuff in there. They buy it from the same manufacturers. And then, you know. All right, so we're going to have to use cardstock on the back because these have, by and large, well, see, like that one's red on the back. We don't want that. So we're going to use something on the back. And this one is white, but it's very thin. So we're going to do that. And then color on this one. So let me grab something for this out of the bin. Okay. I don't know if I want to use this though, because it's white. I don't want to use this. It's white. Let me grab some cream cardstock. This one's bent, so we use this one. All right, so I'm going to glue this down, and we'll use it as a journaling card. Oh, this is very glossy on the back. Hold on. Just take a little bit of that off of there so the glue sticks better. You know? Woo-hoo-hoo. So yeah, so like the stuff on Taperology, they get that from China. It's literally just China stuff. I've watched like some of these, like where they do these kits and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, look at these exclusive designs." No, it's Temu. You telling me you're doing exclusive designs? It's Temu, people. How do you know? Because I bought the same thing. And I didn't put it in a box with 4 other things that I paid $8 for and charged $35 for that. I didn't do it. It's not my jam, man. All right, so we got that one. We're going to double this one because it's white. Ugh, white on the back. I think that this tag actually came from a free digital, and I think it's from Artsy Fartsy. I think that's where this tag came from. I think it was a set of like 4 or 8 or something like that. So now, as I said before, I am going to be publishing a list on my Facebook group of all of the free places that you can get free digitals from. Artsy Fartsy is one of the best ones, I think, as far as like the amount and size. And the variation of stuff that she has on her site that is free.
Wait.
You're a horse. You can wait. Oh my God. Let me put him out before he drives me crazy. He doesn't need to pee or anything. He just knows that Daddy's getting off work now. Daddy was off like 7 minutes ago. Yeah, it's overpriced Temu, you know. Ugh, irritates me. Just be honest, people. You got it from Temu. All right. Get this one. All right, here we go. Of course, I couldn't put it on there straight to save my butt. So, we're just going to have to do some weird cutting angles, that's all. You know, that trash can's been there for a very long time, and I still can't hit it when I throw stuff in it. Hasn't moved. Yeah, so I think this one is from Artsy Fartsy. And I think it's a set of like 4 or 5 of them. I'm going to be putting that list up on the Facebook group. So if you, and I'm going to let you guys put comments on it. So if you know of a place that you can get free digitals that's not on that list, then I invite you to add them. You know, there's nothing wrong with using free digitals if they're out there. And you may discover that you actually like the creator, and, you know, you might go into their shop and buy something that you really enjoy. Now, I was talking earlier about Giggle, Glitter, Giggle. I don't remember what the heck it's called. Let me check. Yeah. It is called Giggle Glitter Graphics. They have a YouTube channel. And let me tell you, they put out an entire journal kit every month. And it's totally free. And they do the videos for it. So you get like how to make it along with them. And it's not just journals. They work on like shaker pieces and dimensional type pieces. So there's a lot of different projects that they do with the free stuff they put out. And you get like the bulk of the kit at the beginning of the month. And then like every week they send out, you have to sign up in an email. They send out the add-ons. So if there's like ephemera pieces or there's journal cards that match the set, they put them out once a week. And at the end of the month, that kit costs money. They charge for it at the end of the month. They put it in their shop. It costs money. But if you get it before, if you get it through and you get it like off their site, off their Facebook, you get it for free. So it's worth being, Also, Victoria, over at Victoria Designs, she gives away free stuff every month, but you only get like 2 or 3 sheets. But she's so committed to her color palette that it's really easy to mix and match her stuff. So you could do like her Jane Austen with her library book set, it'll mix together. And if you just spread it out, you can actually, get it to work. All right, so where did we want to put this one? I think we're going to put this one back here. Yeah, and it needs a different word chip on it. So let me grab my word chips. So I did a video on these guys. There's a video coming out on it. Okay. On how to make these. Very easy. I used, whatever the hell those things are called. These cards from Timmy. Pocket cards or something like that. You can't use them for pockets because they're decorated on both sides. This is his. So I just did you know me. I did my own version of his stuff. Yes, I could. I can put it on both places. Absolutely not a problem. As a matter of fact, if you go to my community tab here, you'll see that there's a schedule there. It tells you all the videos that I have coming out because I post videos well in advance because you never know when I'm going to go on the road. I could wake up one day and go, I think I'm going to go to Texas. And I'll just get in my car and go. It's a bad habit. But it is who I am. My husband, before we got married many, many, many years ago, I told him, I said, listen, I'm an adult. And so if I decide that I want to take off and go someplace, you don't get to bug me about when I'm coming home, where I'm going, who I'm with. You don't get to ask those questions. I'm an adult. I will extend you the same exact courtesy. And we have lived our lives like that. If I'm on the road, I manage to call him at least once every 24 hours to let him know where I am. As I've gotten older, I actually let him track me on Life 360 so that, he knows where I am in case of an emergency. But all in all, I am my own person. And that's not saying I don't, want my husband to know where I am or what I'm up to, because he always knows what I'm up to. No good. But it is to say that I'm allowed to have friends that are my friends and that I have interests other than our marriage. And he's really good about it. And I love him. And the truth is I usually don't take off without letting him know where I am. But, if I get mad at him and I want to leave, I don't want him tracking me down. Let's see. This one's going to go over here. This big puppy, I think, is going over there on the other side. Oh, Let me see if I can pull up the channel. Give me a second. And let me see if I can pull it up and yes. I'm going to go ahead and get the link here. Let me grab it. And I will put that in. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I can't sing anymore because they'll charge me for that. Sorry. I can only do 17 seconds without having to pay a royalty, you know? Which I think is ridiculous. Hi, baby. So I like to post videos well in advance because, like I said, I never know if I'm going to wake up one day and go, I think I'm going to go up to Utah. See ya. I'm going to Cali later. My husband just goes, have a good time.
What card are you using?
What card are you using? All of them.
I'll be working overtime.
Some people think that I'm just like really spoiled, but the truth is I'm not. We are very much a partnership. And like when I bought those piano rolls, I called him. Like I left them on the shelf and I walked out of that store and I called him and I was like, honey, do you mind if I spend X amount of dollars? And he was like, what's it for? And he says, what's it for? And I said, well, I found like a whole bunch of piano rolls. And he was like, really? And I said, yeah. Now, my husband pays attention. He pays attention.
And I like antiques.
He likes antiques. He is fantastic when he goes with me junking. Really good at it. And I said, piano rolls? And he went, sure, go ahead. Give me 2 seconds. And I said, okay. And he comes back and he goes, put it on this card. I was like, yeah. I'm going back in the store. I was a happy little troll. Yeah. Lost now to the flames they are. It's okay. I'll find more.
That was sad. There was some nice music in there too.
Yeah, he was sad. He was like, all your piano rolls are gone. It's like, I know, it's so sad. But he knows I'll find them again if I want them. If I want to have them, I will find them. It's just the way I am. If you put it in my Craftadex, my brain, and you say, oh, I need this, I'll find it. It'll just mysteriously and magically appear for me. I cut these out today, and now I can't tell what's the front and what's the back. Oh, well. Just my blind butt has to look a little closer, that's all. Yes, I do. I do. I've had 6 really crappy ones. I did not want to get married again because I've had 6 really crappy ones. You know what? Number 6 crappy said, this is a good guy. I'm still friends with number 6. But my mother also said to me, and my mom was as gay as a $3 bill. My mother said to me, "This is a good one. Keep him." So being the smartass that I am, we had lived together for years. And he came in one day and he asked me every single month, he would come up and go, "Changed your mind about getting married?" No, I haven't. Okay. And then he would come back a month later and he'd go, "Any change on that marriage thing?" Nope. Okay. Well, eventually, as a joke, he came in one day and I looked at him and I said, "All right, you know what? I've changed my mind. We can get married, but I want a pig roasted in the ground. I want hula dancers and I want Elvis to marry us." And he went, "Anything you want, whatever you want." And I was like, "I'm kidding, right?" And he goes, "No, you asked me to marry you and I'm accepting. So now you can't renege on it." Absolutely. Look, anybody that you're with that lets you do what makes you happy, what makes your heart sing, is a keeper. Now, I'll be honest. My ex-husband, I love him to death. We are great friends, and we were together for many, many years. But we became incompatible. We're still friends. As a matter of fact, I performed his wedding ceremony to his current wife. He called me up. He's like, "I'm going to marry her." And I said, "Okay, when's the ceremony?" He says, "It's on such and such a date." And I went, "That's fantastic." And he said, "So you're going to officiate, right?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm licensed here in Nevada to do that." And I said, "Well, absolutely. Of course I will." And my current husband and I and our kids helped him put together everything that he needed to do for the wedding because he was putting it all together. It was like he was going to ask her, and when she said yes, he was going to go, "Okay, let's do this," and have it all ready to go, so she couldn't change her mind. She makes him happy. No, I'm in Vegas. I live in Vegas. Isn't that where all the insane people live, in Vegas?
Not all of them. Trust me.
Not all of them, right? That's true. We do know a few cuckoo people who don't live here. Crazier than us.
I didn't say they're crazier than us, just equally crazy.
Equally crazy. There's insanity in degrees.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to call this one done, guys.
I am not going out there. If you want in, come in now.
So this is our little,
Come on.
it's a free graphic. Like I said, there were some
Only
other
that.
pieces in there that were different types of ephemera and stuff that you could use with this. This certainly would fit into just about any journal. And you can just put it in a pocket, or if you wanted to, you could pop some holes and stitch it in. It's entirely up to you. But I do have, even after I did this, I have quite a few, quite a bit of it left that I can use on another project. I have probably half of it left, that I could use on something else. Whoa. And I probably will over the next few days use it on something else because I really like this one. Where is that? There it is. I knew I had a paper clip around here someplace. So it is now 8 o'clock. And we've been here for 2 hours. So let's talk about stuff. Thank you, Edna. I just don't feel comfortable calling you BF, but give us a name. All right, so here's the deal. If I have not offended you at this point, you're part of the tribe. Subscribe. So we have all kinds of things. One, if you send me a video that somebody's done, like maybe it's one of those ones that just got music, and they go really fast or something, or maybe it's something that you saw that you were like, I don't really want to do it like that. Or they're using 12 by 12 and you have 8.5 by 11, whatever the thing is. If you want me to take a look at it, I will take a look at it. If I make your project, I will send you the finished project when I'm done. Yes, I know I'm behind. So our schedule is pretty good around here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I go on at 10:15 a.m. That's 11:15, 12:15, and 1:15, 12:15 across the country. 10, 11, 1, 10, 11, 12, 1, 1. So that is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on Saturday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I go on at 6 p.m., 7, 8, 9 across the country. And we do, Thursdays, we do art therapy. And on Friday, we do craft with me. And then on Saturday, we do a mixed media. We do not do it traditional, where I pull a card we do it on a random number generator on the phone. So nobody knows what's going to come up. Sometimes it works and sometimes it's a hot mess. And then we play our game on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m., 11:15, 12:15, and 1:15. And that is, it's not exactly, it's a little bit naughty. It's a little bit, we're all 12-year-old boys, okay? Self-appointed. Blossom. Cool. Oh, you a freak. Okay. That's okay. We'll just call you B. So that's kind of our schedule. I post videos every Monday. And sometimes I post like Wednesday or Thursday as well. But there's always a new video every single Monday. And this coming week on the 17th, it's going to be the first of a 4-part free class. It's a video class. I'm not live, but you can ask me questions. You can put them in the comments. You can reach out to me on Facebook, or you can email me. All of my contact information is in that box below here. But it's a 3-envelope project, like a folio kind of thing. And it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's going to be a part every single day. When you wake up in the morning, it's going to be there for you. Okay. And then, let's see. So that's 4 videos next week. I got 2 videos this week, which we did. It's a file folder wallet that I actually decorated, which I usually don't decorate my videos because who wants to see what I put on crap? And then there was a mini tab tuck bonus with a bonus project on yesterday. So tomorrow we will be doing mixed media at 6:15 p.m. And what else? I think that's it. But if you go to my community tab here on my YouTube channel, you're going to see that there's a list right there that tells you everything. It gives you my schedule. It tells you all the videos that are coming out. I do have a regular sale every month on the 7th of the month. The only time I change it is like this one, if it's going to run to Saturday, which is the second Saturday of the month, which is a Defy sale, which is a huge draw. I won't have it. I will move it like to the previous weekend, or I'll do it on the Sunday after. But I try to do it on the 7th of every month. And that's when Hover comes in and plays most of the time. And what else? That's it. So I have a monthly happy mail that I send out. I don't send it out monthly to everybody, but I do have a happy mail list. And if you want to put yourself on it, you just email me. It is my channel name at gmail.com. That information is in the description below. And I will send you a happy mail at some point during the course of the year. The more people are on the list, the more I send out every month. Okay. So this was our free project. I don't know what we're doing next week, guys. I will let you know when I figure it out. Welcome to our world. So I am going to go live tomorrow, just so everybody knows. I am going live on Saturday. I know I don't do that normally. I will post it about a half an hour before I go live because we are going to finish the covers and bind this 101 Dalmatians journal, okay? We're going to do that. It's not a journal. It's kind of a journal folio scrapbook kind of thing, okay? But we're gonna do that tomorrow. So I am going to I'll post it about half an hour before I go live, okay? What else? That's it, guys. That's all I got. Listen, don't forget to hit the button. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye. Bye. Gotta go see hubby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night, Christine. Good night, BF. Good night, Edna. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Miss Carla. Arlene's probably passed out, but good night to you as well. I love you. Boop, boop, boop. Good night, Teresa. Thanks for coming in. We were so glad you were here with us. Good night, Miss Patty Ann. Give the baby kisses for me, okay? Because he's so cute. I love his eyes. Oh, my God. He's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All righty. So if I missed you, I apologize. But I love you anyway, and I will see you next time. Bye.